Hi guys, and welcome back to kind of a different episode of Temple Boy Turn-Ins. And what I thought I might do is I might do like a spin-off from Temple Boy Turn-Ins and do kind of a crafty section of the videos, and just every now and then throw in a video that's not actually turn-in related. So what I've done is I wanted to make a sign to put up on the wall for Temple Boy Turn-Ins, and so what I thought I'd do is I'd run through how I do it with you guys. It's completely different. It's not wood turning, it's etching onto mirrors. This mirror, to be exact. I picked this mirror up from a budget store. It was €2.50. It's framed, it's backed. You couldn't ask for anything more. And I'm going to etch my new logo and Temple Boy Turn-Ins on the top with my etching tool. It's like a Dremel, but it's a cheaper version. So I'm going to take you over to the table and sit down and just go through the process of doing that. Okay guys, so welcome to Temple Crafts. I've come up with a new logo for Temple Boy Turn-Ins, and it is around here somewhere. It's just here. Okay, there it is. So the ethos behind it is that we've got our heart, it's for the love of the craft, and then we've got the sapling of the tree, which is a new beginning, and then obviously the TT Temple Boy Turn-Ins there in the centre. So it's a simple enough logo that I've come up with, and what I'm going to show you this week is we're going to etch this into a mirror. So I've cut my piece of paper the same size as the mirror. This is a very cheap mirror. You can pick these up from the cheap shop, or the budget shop as you call them. It came in a frame with a backing, and I just used the size of the mirror, the size of the backing to work out the size of my paper that I drew the logo onto. And so I've drawn it out just the right size that I want on a piece of paper, and then we are going to use some of this which is carbon paper. It has an ink on one side, and it's used for tracing. There's actually two sheets there. It's very thin, and you can pick it up from any office supply store. You'll get carbon paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to get our backing board for the mirror, and we get our mirror because we want something strong to support the glass while we're working on it. And we just tape the mirror to the board, just on the corners, because you don't want the tape where you're going to be working on the mirror. Now if your mirror doesn't come with a backing board, it's just a plain mirror, you can do this just on the small bathroom mirrors or the personal mirrors and makeup mirrors. You can engrave them and kind of personalize them for people. So if it doesn't come with a backing board, I would suggest that you just cut a piece of thin hard board or ply, just a small work piece that you could tape your mirror to, because mirrors do flex and you can crack them, especially when you're engraving them. Okay, and then the next layer we put on top of that, we'll just give that a quick wipe. fingerprints off. The next layer we put on that is we use some of this. So what I've done is I've put a piece on the back of my template already, and you line that up again with the mirror so it's nice and square, and then we'll tape that as well. Again, you don't want to put the tape where you're going to be drawing. Even though I just have, but anyway, it's not going to harm. So I've got a piece there on that corner. Piece there on that corner. Just there. And the last piece. That's just to stop it from moving around when you're drawing it up. Okay, and then it's just a matter of getting yourself a sharp pencil, which I have around here somewhere. There we go. Just get yourself a sharp pencil and you draw over your template onto the mirror. So I shall just do that now. Okay, so that should be drawn onto the mirror now. Quite simple. Now, don't worry if you're not great at drawing, or if you're not very artistic. What you can do is you can print off any picture off the computer and you can stick it onto the page and you can just trace over it then. It's very user friendly in that way that you can use this paper and just trace over anything you want onto the mirror. And I'll show you what that looks like now. I shall remove the now. I don't know if you can see that. It is there. Picking it up, it is, yeah. Okay. So that's etched our design onto the mirror. And the next job now, the next job now is we are going to etch the outline. Now, that is simply done with one of these. Okay, this is a simple hand engraving tool, carving tool, whatever you want to call it, and it takes all these bits. I have lots of different types of bits. They're all diamond tip, and you've got small, large, and the one we're going to be using just for doing the outline is this one. It's got a tiny little tip on it. So I'm going to put that into the engraver, tighten it down. And this is where it gets noisy. So I'm going to fire ahead and do all the outline on this, and we'll speed up the video. This particular one has settings on it, just here on a dial, and For etching etching glass or etching mirrors, I tend to have it on the lowest speed when I'm doing the outline, and I'll mess about with speeds then just to do different shades and stuff, but just for the outline I'm going to have it on its lowest speed. So let's do this. Like I said, I'm going to speed this up, and we'll come back to you when the outline is done. So that's the outline done on the whole thing now. Now we can wipe off the ink, and we've got an etch that's in there permanent now. Okay, so I've wiped that clean. I have all the ink off of it now, and that is all just etched on there. I don't know if you can see that. So that's etched into the glass permanently now. So now, and it hasn't taken long, I suppose the whole process there from sketching it onto the mirror and etching it out, I suppose that's taken about 15 minutes, if that, to do. So that's the outline. It's quite impressive as it is. Do you know, you could leave it like that and not do any more if you wanted to. But I like to fill in and put a bit of texture inside and kind of make the writing and the whatever you're putting onto it stand out more. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can etch and frost around the outside so that the mirror is the actual image on the glass, or you could do it the other way, which is the way I'm going to show you now, and just etch the design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the small bit that I have in here, and I'm going to go with the biggest round ball that I have there. That's the biggest. Yeah. So I'm going to put the big round diamond ball into that now. And it's just going to be a matter of, I'm going to bring the speed up just a little bit. I just had it on the lowest speed to do all the outline etching, and bring the speed up a little bit now, because the faster it is, the more control you have over the blade when you're filling in. Yeah, I'm just going to go to it and put a bit of frosting in the areas here. There you have it. That's frosted into the glass. It's a nice effect. So I'm going to carry on and do the rest, and I'll come back to you then when that's done, and I'll show you some other little bits and pieces that we can do just to make it stand out a little bit more. So I'll speed the camera up and we'll get this done. there you go. That's the etching. It's simple enough. It's very smooth. It's a very effective way of making a sign. That's going to go up in my shop now. You can do different types of texturing, and you can go a bit deeper to give more effect as well. Now this is only I'll show you now what I mean. You can go a bit deeper. I'll just get a thinner bit. Yeah, I'll go with this little. It's a little tiny paper there. Little tiny ball. Can you see that? That's just a tiny bit. I'll see if we can texture this. A bit of effect on it. Okay. And that's that. Okay guys, so there it is. It's a lovely effect that goes into the mirror there, and yeah, it's nice and clear, and that's going to go up on the shop. So I'll put some pictures up at the very end, the best I can anyway, because it's very hard to take a picture, as I've just found out, of a mirror. So without being too vain and seeing myself in it all the time. But that's it. It's a simple process. I think from start to finish, it's taken about 3/4 of an hour, if that, and it's a nice effect. It's simple and it's there for good. So yeah, and you can apply that to anything. I etch glasses, mirrors, metal, all sorts with those bits. They're very versatile. And it's a great tool. So I hope you've got something from that. If you've liked it, then please push the like button and share the videos. And like I say, I'll throw one of these in every now and then. I'll probably go by the name of Temple Crafts or something like that, and add it in. I just wanted to say, just before I finish up, that when I got up this morning, I had just over 1,000 subscribers, which is unbelievable. I'm absolutely blown away. The subscribers have been gradually building over the last few weeks since I started the CD turning, and it's just escalated from there. So for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're enjoying what I'm doing. And for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because whenever I put up a new video, you'll be notified, and you'll get to see it straight away. So with that said, that's it guys. Until next time, next project will be a turning related project. Until then, thank you very much. Bye bye.